Hey guys, thank you for tuning into this lovely video today where we're going to show you around this awesome 08 Cadillac DTS. Now, if you're new here, my name is Mackenzie. Behind the camera as always we got Joey, and we're going to be showing you around potentially your new car today. This car is very dashing. I love the blue. We have this very elegant pinstripe. The interior pops, the Sim-Top to go with it. Whew. This has a lot working for me. I really do care for the front ends on these cars. They're kind of ahead of their time, and Cadillac is always kind of pushing those limits on the new tech and all of that. So even though this is almost, 14 years old, you still see we got projector beams, stuff they're putting on them today. This big, tough looking grille that points out. Poof! Timeless touch. These chrome wheels are very hot. I'm gonna come around and pop the hood for us, because this Cadillac has a very coveted piece, a jewel under the hood, that they just don't put them in them anymore these days. Voila. You see that shock is helping us out, and you can't help but notice this big Northstar V8. Yes, you've heard of a Northstar V8. You might have driven a couple Northstar V8s, and they have the reputation they have for a lot of reasons. They made good power, they never left you stranded, and boy, oh boy, they're covered in peace out there on the road. If you had a Lincoln, you kind of wish you got the Northstar in there, but you just couldn't. No. And guys, this car has been in Florida a majority of its life. It has never seen any salt. We're up in Michigan here, but it's never seen any winter elements. That's how you keep an engine bay, an engine compartment this clean with the 50,000 miles or so it has. And like I showed you earlier, this shock is still doing its thing, and we'll show you how it closes up tight and right, just as it should and always has. The extra bit of brightness added over these wheel arches is very sharp. That is stainless steel. Those big chrome wheels are free of any rash. The lug nuts even look really good too. One of the very cool features, which you rarely saw in a 2008, someone went ahead and had the Sim-Top put on here and thrown it back to the old school Cadillacs. You know, the details here are very high. Even, making sure they incorporated the fuel door. When you look up here, how they did the antenna. Man, oh man, you still get your Sirius XM with the Sim-Top. Right on. Around all the window seals here, it's quite impressive. Now, to the back, some of the business. Quad tips look very sharp. We've got that little Northstar badge peeking out from us. We got a nice piece of chrome all the way across. That Cadillac badge looks very slick. If you could probably see us in the reflection on the paint here, we got a bee landing on the camera, but we're sticking it out for you guys, son of a gun. Tire tread looks very good. You won't need to put any tires on this. Let me show you the back seats inside your Cadillac. They look like they've never been sat in. The carpets, the backs of the driver's seats. We're reset now. The B is gone for now, and we're back on this Cadillac. Again, like I may have mentioned a moment earlier, the Carfax is something to be proud of on this one. The interior looks absolutely new. I'll show you over on the driver's side here. Oh yes, very well cared for. And also too, with this car, I've got all the records, all the work's been done at a Cadillac dealer, and we have it all. We even have the owner's manuals, the keys, and that Northstar, some extra chrome, that Sim-Top blue with the cream interior, and we couldn't forget the pinstripe. inside of this car here, it is just as they were. We got a nice Cadillac key. These are in really good shape. And then there's a little bit of tape left over on it. We'll clean off of there for you. But they're still using this key fob about 10 years later. Pretty cool. You can even get this with your Corvette and Camaro. A good old feeling. Something about putting the key in there and twisting it is nice. One thing I really enjoyed driving this car around here is you actually shift it on the column, just like an old school Cadillac would have been. It's just nice and very simple. You're not clicking through something here trying to read it out. It's right in front of you in plain sight, and you just go through it just as you would expect. And that is very cool. Showing 59,000 miles. We got a full tank of gas in here. That speedometer goes up to 160, and red line looks to be about 8,000 RPMs. And again, not a ton of crazy bells and whistles staring at us. It's just simple. We got our speed, we got our fuel, and our temps, and off we're rolling. The steering wheel is very slick. I am a fan of this. It's kind of a nice brown in color. It breaks it up in here and plays on the wood very nicely. We do have cruise control. We have a heated wheel feature. And if you want to talk to your Bluetooth and do your volume, it's only going to be right there for you. And this car too, it's got all kinds of stuff, but it does have XM, which is cool. We got a CD player, regular aux, and then climate control for both the driver and passenger. And there's your aux jack. Up here, very classy in Cadillac, we've got an analog clock right in the center and some cool features. If we click this, we've got a center console here, and we have the old, we'll call it Bank of Cadillac here, where you can put your change. And we could flip this up right below here. This opens up for a couple of cup holders for you. And kind of like part two to that upper console, we have more room down here, which is always nice to have. We'll seal this right back up. And down our armrest will go. Standard glove box on over here with owner's manual and history and everything to go with. And if we peek on into the rear, we got very, very slick rear seats. That's in the like new condition. And right back here, we got an opening so you could put your a little bit longer of goods in here. I don't know whether this would be a shovel, some gardening tools, a hockey stick, whatever the heck you want. That'll go in there. This can break away from here, and you get more cup holders for your rear passengers and storage that not many are going to know about, which is very cool. Very slick. And one last touch, just like they did in your 80s Cadillacs and your 90s Cadillacs. Take a peek at that. Playing musical chairs. Take a peek at that while I back this up. As we get closer to something, it'll start beeping at us and let us know to stop. But pretty cool, and that is the same styling that the old school Cadillacs had. That column shift is cool. All these good features. We have air conditioned seats, heated seats, memory seats, 10-way adjustable. It's everything you want, and it's not overdone. It's kind of just right, just at that tipping point. You still get your Northstar. You get the shifter how you like it. You don't have a ton of crazy digital things freaking you out. You got XM if you want. The heated and cooled seats. This is a very, very good time for Cadillac. It was right, I'd say, like at that tipping point before they went with all the crazy tech, but this was still raw and true to Cadillac. It's going to make a very great car for you. Woo! Does it all for you. Obviously, we have a ton of room back here, and when you add that pass through into the rear seat, the opportunity, I guess, just gets endless. You could fit 2x4 in this thing if you had to, a couple golf bags, whatever. There's a lot of room in the back of this Cadillac, and a little handle here, and it'll just close it on up. If you're looking for a hot new set of wheels, this would be a great one for you. This car is absolutely turnkey. It is ready to go. There is no surprises. You jump in here, you turn that thing on, you hit the road and go. If you have any questions about this car, if you want to know anything more about the purchase process, how we could maybe ship it to you, finance it, you name it, guys, we'd be happy to help. The number to call us is 248-714-2110. My name is Mackenzie with Lafontaine Classic Cars. We have Joey, as always, behind the camera. And lastly, feel free to like, subscribe, and we're going to put the link to this car in the description below where you could view the website with all the pictures. Thanks.